Blame you for blaming me. I don't blame you for blaming me. I think you're just sweaty.
It's time to kick it old school, turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we'll take it back, that's how we roll and roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled, you know we're kicking it old school. MTV playing our favorite jams, moonwalking with MJ, Neon Slam, Ghostbusters gear, we're ready to go. Chasing slasher scenes, fears in tow. Back to the future, hop in the DeLorean. Knight Rider cruising, man, there's no ignoring them. Battlestar Galactica, what a ride. Looney Tunes, antics, pure joy inside. Blockbusters ruled, we lined up for days. Video games booted up in the pixelated maze. Movie marathons and popcorn nights, we ruled the screen, living in the lights. It's time to kick it old school, turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we'll take it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled, you know we're kicking it old school. time to kick it old school. Turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled, you know we're kicking it old school.
Welcome back to Glenn's Retro Show. We've got a great one for you tonight.
GRS is here to protect the classics. Time to power up. Let's see what the old school can do. Suit online. Pixels. Assemble. Press start. First level cleared. The game just got a new hero. Let's play. Game on. Game on.
You cannot stop the system.
Is here to protect the classics.
Wait! I need that!
That's what she said.
Game on.
And we are here on another Friday, on a special Friday. Glenn, you know what today is? Aside from CES, it's something else today.
I have a feeling it has something to do with a certain dog in the background.
It does. It is Blue's 13th birthday. He is 13 officially today.
Happy birthday, Blue.
So he's been very anxious waiting all these treats. He already had like half a turkey for dinner.
Oh, somebody just hopped up and wants to say.
There we go. See, he wants to wish you happy birthday, Blue.
He wants to wish Blue a happy birthday.
There you go. If I put the treat, he'll look right at him if I put the treats right by the camera here like this. There we go. He's looking now. But my father, he's not with us anymore. He would have been 91 on Tuesday. So my father and then Mr. Blue here. I'll give you another treat right here. But now you're going to have to wait a little bit before you get any more, kid. So speak. Speak. Speak.
Look, it's my birthday. I don't have to.
Come on, you can do it. Speak. Speak. Jeez.
But close enough.
You got to toss it to him, otherwise you're going to lose a finger. I don't feel like losing a finger.
He's the same way.
Now my Cole is not here today because he and my brother are actually down in New Jersey. I'm going down there tomorrow. There is a pet show, and I'm going to find the information. I should have had it up already.
Oh, really?
But my brother's selling some items at the show, and they got a booth.
Yes.
Let's see here. Where is this thing here? Dun, 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 dun.
Is it a commercial show or for
Yeah,
consumers?
no, it's a commercial show. He's at the Super Pet Expo. That's in Edison, New Jersey. I'll put some links down here in a second. But he's selling his Eternal frames. I should have had this. I'm an idiot. I should have had this.
You could have had one on the.
Yeah, I should have had it ready here. Like how dumb I am. But let me see if I can pull it up over here real quick. We get into today's festivities. Let's go to here and.
Do you have an Eternal frame prepared for Blue?
When
that time arrives,
I guess that'll happen someday. I don't want it to ever happen, but let's see if I can pull this up over here. Let's see if I go to here. There it is. Oh, it's not all of it though. Can I fix this?
Blue's on there.
Yeah, of course. Blue is a prime part of it. I gotta find it now in this stupid link. There it is. Okay. So if I stretch aside a little bit here and go over here like so. So this is it right here. And it's happening down in Edison, New Jersey. I think it's got the address on there. It does. 97 Sunfield Avenue, Edison, New Jersey. So I'll be going down there tomorrow, probably around 12 o'clock. And pets are allowed. You know, dogs, cats, pets are all allowed to go down. And so we'll celebrate his birthday again a little bit tomorrow with the family. Right, buddy? You're going to have to wait a minute. I just gave
Blue going with you tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll probably bring him down. Down.
Does he like to travel well in the car?
Oh, yeah. Jill's going to have to sit in the back seat. Blue sits in the front seat. He's the co-pilot. He sits in the front seat, Everyone else gets balanced to the back. But now that we did that, so if you guys are in New Jersey and want to go to a pet show, if you're a lover of pets, go down there, and my brother will be there, Cole will be there, and I'll be there part of the day, not the whole day. Probably Blue as well will be down there. Eternal Frames had its own booth down there. And it's basically, my brother does, these are frames where you would put your loved one like an urn, right? So it's for people, it's for pets, it's different sizes. He has, I guess, speaker systems in there, so you can record things from your loved ones to put in the eternal frame. You can decorate the eternal frames, a whole bunch of different stuff. So if you're in the area, if you want to go down to the show at 97 Sunfield Avenue, Edison, New Jersey, well, it seems like the Platamento family, we're all entrepreneurs. We're not making any money, but we're all entrepreneurs of some type, I guess. Pull that off with it real quick. It blew back.
I think what I want to do is hire your brother, put it in my will, so that he can make a few frames, sprinkle a few ashes in my frames, and send them out to gifts to like my enemies. And the recording just says "fuck you," and it's a picture.
Well, that is something that absolutely could be done. And I put a couple of 2 cents into that myself.
The last laugh.
I put a couple 2 cents to that myself. So you can do these frames. You obviously put pictures in there. If I pull this back up real quick, if you can kind of see it. You got Blue's kind of covering Blue. I guess you can see it. But he has little microphones in there. But I'm saying you can use because it's so big, you can actually put a digital picture frame in there. So you can have the remains of your loved one or your animal in there and still have a picture frame and hang it on the wall and so forth. So it's down there. Come down and see the show.
That's cool.
He's got his website too, Eternal Frames. We've got a website. I don't know what it is, though. Anyway, too much. Oh, there it is. It's covered. Eternal Frames.
I'm seeing Blue, not the frame.
Oh, well, the website for him is eternalframesgallery.com, all one word, Eternal Frames Gallery. I'll put it down in the chat a little bit later once we get the ball rolling here. But first, of course, Glenn, we got to do is welcome everyone to the chat for Blue's birthday as well. CES, right. Blue's birthday. We have JJ here today. Hobby Hands, sadly, he's driving. We'll have to catch it on the rebound. I still haven't heard from him about his cost he wants to charge for making those acrylic covers for classic computers and video games. So Hobby Hands, hopefully we'll get that going. We have Scott Hollywood here as well. We have Renzo Games and Metal Music. Sup? He's a busy man. We got Heavy Metal Titans 2, The Blood Rage, coming out in 2026, starring myself and Shotgun Sean and a lot of other people. This is going to be a really good game, a really fun game for 2026. We have Kellel64. Hello, everyone. We have Rotundo here as well. Happy Friday. John Fritz, 1164. Here we go. Damn right. This was a long week. I was off for 2 weeks, and I came back this week, and it was a long... It wasn't a hard week. It was just a long week. Shit for brains. What's up? What's up? I got him over there. Who else we got here today? Of course, we have our resident little alien, Jason here. Thank God it's Friday. Man, we rush our life away for the Fridays. We do. And before we're going to blink, Glenn, and it's going to be Monday all over again. Doesn't take too long.
Oh, and shout out to Bill from Bill's Retro Gaming Show. His birthday was just recent, so happy birthday.
Yep, that was Wednesday.
Yep.
Wednesday. I think he said he turned 55, I think. Or 54. Maybe it was 54, 55. He's getting up there with me. He's not quite there yet.
I was going to say, we're the same age, so pretty much.
So Duke 3 Dog. Hear that, Blue? Duke 3 Dog? Now, for that one, you get another little treat, just because Duke 3 Dog is here. We give him a little treat. Here we go. There we go. Glenn, I got to ask, would you rather have a guy like Cyrus run the company or John D? Both have passed off a lot of pissed off. He put passed off. I think he meant pissed off a lot of people. What's the lesser of the two evils? To be honest, the old Glenn, the Glenn of 2025 and prior, would have said, shoot me instead. I'll take neither. And in 2026, I will simply say, I'll never know. And we'll leave it at that. Because this 2026 is a new year, right, Glenn? We're supposed to start fresh, right? I'm starting fresh. I do wish, I'm going to admit, I have wished John D. well with his products and Iconic Arcade. I've wished him well. And now the Arcade 1-Up, the Evil Witch is dead. And now it's with Basic Fun. I know Cyrus is over there, but let's see what they do for products. I know a lot of people say, Glenn, you're very critical about, Arcade 1-Up, and there's hate, and there is. I'm not going to question there isn't hate, but there's hate also because I fight for the end user. I'm fighting for you guys. If you're going to spend $500 or $600 for an arcade machine, you should get something worth that money. Think about what you could buy for $500 or $600. How many prostitutes? Maybe one good one, or a bunch of not so good ones. But think of the stuff you could buy for $600, electronics and things along those lines. You can get a PS5. How much is a PS5 going for, Glenn? You know?
Oh God, aren't they at least 600 now?
Okay, so I say 600. You can get a PS5 for $600. Are you going to put the quality of an Arcade 1-Up Pac-Man 13th revision next to a PS5 that has been recently cracked and hacked, I might add? So if there's any PS5s on the street, you better get it now before Sony redoes the chip and locks it out again.
Yeah. Isn't it funny though? I was reading that about the other day too. It's with the episode 1 pod racing game from the PS4 is what
it was going like for $3 or $4, and now it's like $400.
Yeah. It's like it's I guess it was the limited games release one, because I don't remember it ever being a physical release. I had the digital version of it, but yeah, it's like, of course, the one thing that goes in value, it's like that I don't own.
Yep, and that's what happens. But again, if you want, I'm not going to get a PS5 because I have no desire to get these new consoles. But if you wanted to get one on before these new ones get shipped out and they start changing the chip, because they can't do anything about this vulnerability. It's in the CPU, it's in the graphics chip. They can't do anything about it. We also have
I'd be shocked if they can't come out with some kind of firmware to get around that.
Firmware can't do anything. It's encoded, hard-coded into the chip. There's absolutely nothing they can do in the firmware. They are screwed as far as that, which means they probably won't do that again. They're probably better off doing it in firmware and be able to change it. But we have Biggie D's Arcade here. What's up, everybody? We have Vet 1981. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday to all. We have Brady Goat 1252. When are you going to kick it old school? Well, that's what we're going to talk about a little bit in 2026. I think that to be kicking an old school, we really need to do, Glenn, we need to go back to like old commercials, the old shows. We got to get back into that. We kind of fell away from that for a while. There's a lot of shows doing the modern stuff, which I really don't care about so much. And I know Michael B are kind of the opposite. Michael B doesn't care about the old stuff. He cares about the new stuff. Where I really don't care about the new stuff so much. I care about the old stuff, except for VR and the pinball stuff. That I do enjoy.
Yeah.
What do we got right here? Brooklyn Menace is here in the house. Brooklyn Menace, my friend. Make sure you go over to check out Brooklyn Menace's channel. We have Dan Z 6173. Hello, Gleb. And all. You probably meant Glenn, but I'll take Gleb because I can't pronounce people's names right anyway, so I'll take Gleb. That works for me. We have Jeff D 1485. Hello, Glenn and everybody. Sir Sega. Good evening, Glenn, and happy birthday to Blue. We got a cake for him. You saw the picture on Facebook, right? Blue sits at the table. He's at the table sitting. I'll bring it up in a little bit. He's sitting at the table eating with the rest of us. And of course, you have Shotgun Sean here, 138. And he's going to try and beat me in Bloodlines, but I'm going to take him out. No one is going to stop the General in Heavy Metal Titans 2 Blood Rage. Michael B, the Game Genie. He's just stopping by to say hi, and hopefully saying hi to Blue for his birthday as well. Goofyfoot is here again. Goofyfoot, always good to see you, my friend. Saved by Zero, always good to see you, my friend. Happy Friday, Arcade Kids. Israel Gaming, I did get your email. I haven't got a chance to respond. I did see your email. I will respond to you. Hello, Glenn. Hope all is well. It is. It's Friday. I got all you guys here. I got all my friends here today. So I am doing great. Who else here we got? I'm going to miss here. We have Fritburner 89. Such an epic intro. I appreciate that. It really is a good intro, I think. I liked it. Shiver Brains was uploading my 1500 games to my arcade with the ultimate control deck for a buddy. And, again, that's the FU version, I guess, 1.0, the arcade. That because that went out of being produced, that really led to the FU. It really did. I think we got pretty much caught up here. I'm going in real quick to make sure I don't miss anyone here. Let me go through the chat. Oh, PBJ Racing. Only place I can say FU and not get in trouble. Hell no. We sanction and fully approve, right, Blue? The FU. Right? For you. He doesn't care. He wants this. He wants this. He just wants this. He can care less. Who else we got here today? Ted and Demon Green, happy birthday, Blue. See, you can always all right. Just I'm being so generous, but you have to give me a paw. And up. Sit up. Up. Do your best. Sit up. Oh, that's my bad. Sorry, buddy.
Like, now you made me get down.
Yep, gotta go back up. Go back to your bed, go on. Like a little jackrabbit. Appreciate the happy birthday to him. Thank you very much. Who's we got here? We got B. Kirby, 75, the Chicago arcade guy. What's up, Glenn and fellas? Happy birthday, Blue. Who's we got here? Mikey Vids. You're my boy, Blue. See, Blue, you're famous, man. He's in case he wants another treat. He doesn't really care. Bill's Retro Gaming Show. See, we have my father's birthday, we have Bill's birthday, and Blue's birthday. The 3 B's. Birthday, birthday, birthday. Look at that. It's amazing. Who else we got here? Make sure we miss anyone. Dun dun dun. I think we're good. I'm just going through real quick, make sure I miss no one. Going through real quick. I think I got a hello to at least everyone. We can go back and look at the chat a little bit later. Mikey Vids, I got him before. All right, I think we're good, but we did get a super chat. I got to pull this up. Oh, wait, did I? Nope. Chaotic. BPR, happy birthday, Blue. Thank you very much, Chaotic, for that. He appreciates it as well. We also have WR712. Happy birthday, Blue. He looks very interested in what you have to say. He will listen to anything I have to say as long as the guy had his Scooby Bluey snacks over here for sure. Mystery Encoder's here tonight. Look at this. Here we go. The PS5 has not been cracked and hacked. It is not. The boot ROM keys were leaked, and it doesn't matter if they make new chip because the older consoles have to be compatible with those keys to decrypt. Oh, so Sony just totally screwed. Mr. Encoder, thank you for straightening it out to me. I appreciate it. I get my information from the internet. Nothing's ever right on the internet, so I'm glad Mr. Encoder was here to tell me the proper truth. We have Cirrus here as well. Greetings, programs. And here we got something new. Was this John? Did I get it here? John 628. Hey, Glenn, if you could, I'd like to give a shout out to my son. Absolutely, John. Shout out to your son. He's 23 today. Happy birthday to him as well. So we got a bunch of birthdays this week. John, appreciate it. Happy birthday to your son, John. Congrats to him. 23. God, 23 was so freaking long ago for me.
I know, right?
Dang.
Yeah,
what was I doing at 23?
My daughter just turned 29 the other day, and it's like, God, even I'd kill to be 29 again. It's
23. 23. I was working in Bethel, Connecticut for a place called CD One Stop. I was the head IT person there, and I was damn good looking. Who had hair?
I was just gonna say you probably had hair then.
I had a lot of hair. And it looks like we have our first super chat tonight. So, John, again, happy birthday to your son. Absolutely. We have his first super chat here from J-Rod. Happy 13th birthday, Blue. And we have some new super chats, Glenn. So let's see if I don't screw this up. So we got the first one here. Let's see if I can do this right. Let's see.
You are a super chat star. Thank you.
Yeah. So, first of all, $40. Dang, man, you definitely didn't have to do that. Appreciate it, but I promise that will go to Bluey Snacks. So that'll all go to Blue for snacks. What else we got going here? Mr. Encoder. Mr. Encoder, which is nothing new. The Star Wars hack jailbreak has been done via the PS2 emulator, and there's already been existing games that was done with. There's also PS4 games. Okay.
I have a
Very
question
cool.
for Mystery Encoder. I know because I haven't been tracking it too closely, and I know he's usually involved with all the these kind of innovations in the retro space. I know there's somebody out there is working on updating like a customized firmware for the Game Station Go. Mystery Encoder, are you involved with that project?
Good question.
Reply in the chat.
Good question. King Pepper 41. Yeah, man. That's some big bucks. One of the biggest bucks I got on my show for sure. Let's see here. I'm going down to make sure I didn't miss anyone here so we can get the show actually going because we got a lot of people here tonight. I'm making it work on his birthday. Absolutely. It's his job. He's a fellow co-host. He's got to work. Oh, he did something I missed here. What did he say? Did he have something in the chat?
He said he can't comment. He said Team Encoder may be involved, but he's not personally.
And that kind of totally understand why. I mean, it's an active console. Neo Silvera, if I'm pronouncing that right, happy birthday to good old Blue. What's crack-a-lacking, Glenn? Just Bluey snacks. That's what's going on today. We have the Cornicade here as well. We made another Friday alive. We did. Mike of all trades is here. Mike, if you want to put stuff down again for your, I know you're doing some giveaways for a good cause. You want to put that down in the chat so we can spread that around. Mike of all trades. Good guy. Make sure you check out his channel as well. Green Sammy 87, happy birthday. Properly to Blue. God, man, I'm getting so far behind the chat. Another super chat. Oh, wait, before we get to that. Shrek, hope Glenn and Blue are doing fabulous. We are. How you doing, buddy? You doing good? Give me a paw. You doing good? Give me a paw. Thank you. Not getting a treat for that one, though. You'll give a treat in a second. So appreciate that. He's probably pissed off me right now. Video Game Vegas, we got another super chat. I want the next FU control deck to have an attachment for...
Oh, we just lost you, Glenn. Your audio went out.
My foot hit the mute button.
I was going to say, we heard you. The next control deck, too, and it sounded like you're blanking it out like there was something obscene.
No. So Video Game Vegas. So I want the next FU control deck to have an attachment for the Handy. I assume he's talking about the Atari Handy? Is that what he's talking about? Now that the CES product we could all get in front of. I guess, well, if you can run the Handy emulator. We'll talk video game. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But you get our next super chat. So let's see if I screw this one up. I probably am going to. Let's see here.
Stay behind me, friends. No pixel left behind. You are super chat star. Thank you.
I don't know about that one. You looked a little bit like Ron Perlman under the mask.
Well, the thing is, when you should see some of the ones that came out. I mean, AI, remember, AI is like a 2-year-old, or no, 2-year-old, 1-year-old right now. And some of the stuff it was spitting out, I'm like, what the hell did you just do?
Like six arms, like Goro.
Right. So out of like 80, I have 9 that I kind of picked. Some are good, and some are questionably good, but I'm like, I spent so much time on it, I'm going to throw them until I get something better. So, Video Game Vegas, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Really do appreciate it. And we also have, looks like my buddy Tim is here as well. Ken Stabe wants to make sure Blue gets his birthday. God dang it. All right, another Blue treat. He's going to be stuffed before we even get anywhere.
Then we got to dive in our content. We're almost at a half an hour mark, right?
I know. This is crazy. Happy birthday. Mystery Code is also throwing happy birthday to Blue. Gen X, holy shit. Gen X Grown Up, my buddy is here today. Dude, nice. I appreciate it. Just checking in for some more
Gen X's videos. See, yeah.
It's funny. Gen X, he's a really good guy. And in typical fashion, I'm out for years. I still have 12,000 subs. He unfortunately lost his job, so he went full bore into YouTube. He's doing a wonderful job. He's got a great channel. He's got a great team, and I'm proud of him. He's got like 140,000 subs right now. He's at CES. And I do appreciate Gen X.
I was just watching his CES videos.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that because we really work hard to make sure we make these controls proper. So I really appreciate you ducking in for a minute, Gen X Growing Up, John. I really appreciate it. Thank you. What do we got here? This might be a show just going through the freaking reading the chats. It's going crazy here. I just saw another super chat. We got another one here. Okay. Green 787 for a $9.99 super chat. What do you means was? You still are a fine specimen, Glenn. Well, I think we all are. I think the two Glens, the Blue, me, but I'm definitely feeling my age. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Let me put this in perspective. When Cole had his graduation party in June, I threw a frisbee. Now I was throwing the frisbee kind of hard. But my arm has been literally killing me up until like 5 minutes ago. So we're talking like 6 or 7 months. I couldn't do anything with this arm. You know what it's like? I could not be able to do this with your arm for months and months and months. I mean, I couldn't do this at all. So, but thank you. We got another super chat coming. Let's see how this next one turns out, I guess. Let's see how this works here.
Whoa, this looks like a game.
Suiting up. Back off, Glitch. You are super chat star. Thank you. And game on.
That one does look like I'm taking a shit. I admit it. But it again, they get better. They get better as it goes along. So Green Sammy, I'll make sure all the funds from today are going to Blue Treats or Blue Chew Toys or something. It's all for you, Blue. This is all going to you, bud. Okay? He doesn't care. He wants another treat. He's all he cares about. Let's see here. You know what I think we're going to do is we're kind of caught up. We have one more here. Slinger 2112. I'm guessing that's when I get the handy. Maybe that's what he meant by the handy. Maybe he meant that kind of handy deck for the FU. Maybe. I don't know. Well, anyway, let's get into. We had a good surprise visit from Gen X Grown Up here, which is really cool. He's very busy. I appreciate that.
I was going to say that's a perfect launching off point because I was watching his videos about the newest iteration. It's not the Atari Game Station Go, but it's the Bandai Capcom version.
And I do have him over here. Let me pull this. You keep talking. I'll pull it up over here as best I can.
So they kind of reinvented for those that, you know, I think probably most people are familiar with the Game Station Go now, but they made some changes on this new one. Now it's a 4:3 aspect ratio. And it's an 8-inch screen.
That's what she said.
But they've evolved the buttons on it now. I like the Smart Glow. I have the Atari Game Station Go, and it's kind of cool for those of you who don't own one. They have this kind of innovative feature that when you're playing a game, only the buttons that the game uses light up. Well, this is the next iteration because, especially since there are a lot of fighting games on there, there's a turbo button that's on this new Bandai Capcom one. And you can assign the turbo to the macro buttons and they'll light up a different color indicating if the turbo is on or not. So it's sort of their next evolution of the Smart Glow. What I didn't like to hear as I was watching some of the videos out there, because I had planned on buying, there's going to be this arcade stick, is I guess in their ecosystem, the Atari Game Station Go peripherals will not be compatible and vice versa with the Bandai Capcom one. So like if you want the sticks, you got to buy one for each handheld. So that kind of sucks that they're not interchangeable. But I am excited about the Capcom one. I mean, look,
I do understand why they're interchangeable because they want to sell.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. And look, I own these games 60 million different ways. And for me, it's the first time I've ever been excited again with a handheld. You know, I really enjoyed the Atari Game Station Go. I don't have any of these analog pockets or any other millions of ways you can play them. I mean, I have a lot of PCs and things. I'll have the FU, obviously. But, yeah, I was surprised how much that I'm enjoying the Atari Game Station Go with the lineup on the Capcom Bandai one. I may end up picking that one up.
No, real quick, Rexer's at CES. And he said he got his hands. He got his hands on the Game Station Go, and he's actually going live after we're on. So if you guys want to see some in-hand review of that, take a look. But the video have
Gen X Grown Up and Rexer, they got the scoop.
They do. Great and this is just so you guys know, this is the Gen X Grown Up video, and I would definitely recommend going to his channel and watching the full video. He does a very good walk around, and so is Rexer, of all the devices that are there. I personally like a lot of stuff that Basic Fun does. Not everything. Like, I don't like their consoleized version of it. I just don't like that at all. I don't like how it looks. I don't like anything about it. Yeah. I do like the Game Station Go, and I like the Atari Go. I like their standard little machines. I do not like at all, I've talked about it just on Bill's show. I don't know if he has it here. I do not like their stupid jukebox game console.
Jukebox game,
yeah. This
interesting. It's interesting.
That's not interesting. It's stupid. Someone was smoking some crack, or someone got caught screwing the secretary, and were blackmailed for the son's idea for an arcade with a jukebox.
You know who that's for? My personal feeling. You know who that's for? Is somebody like my daughter or Cole's age.
No,
kind of thinks retro might be neat. But it's like, here's something cool. It's got that vintage thing to it, and they don't really come
If my son wanted that, Glenn, I would throw him out of the house. He would be on the street. I wouldn't let him have it. So I don't know. Let me see if Rexer has it on his. So Rexer had his here. It's over here. Let's see. I would throw them out. I'm like, you're not staying in this house with that crap. See,
I take it you won't be reviewing that anytime soon.
No, and this is the console. I'm not a fan at all of this console. I don't like how it looks. I don't really see the point of it per se. I know a lot of people do like it though. Did you get Did you get the old version with the big, ugly, nasty joysticks?
I've never owned any of their products until the Game Station Go.
Here it is. This makes me vomit in my mouth. This is the most. And I'm sorry, I'm using the word.
Did
it's
you
retarded.
Tell us what you really think about that?
Yeah, this is a retarded design. This is someone who is so stupid. Why would you want an arcade game playing in your jukebox? The jukebox was a great idea. Make a nice jukebox. In fact, make the jukebox with a screen so I could play music videos. That would have been what you do. Putting a joystick and games on this thing is the stupidest, idiotic. I'm telling you guys, maybe that's why they don't have me as a spokesman anymore, because I was a spokesman for them years ago. I still have their Facebook group. I still have their fan page for them. But this is the most stupid, idiotic design I've ever seen in my life.
All right, let's get a poll going for everybody watching.
Let me do an official poll then. You talk. I'll set up a poll.
I personally wouldn't buy it, but I'm curious about what the viewers think. If I'm
going to do a poll. I think it's the most stupid thing in the world. But let me do a poll.
So while you're putting the poll up,
you want a treat? It's over there.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I like I said, I watched John's videos. I watched Rexer's videos. Between the two, I really enjoyed the scoop on the My Arcade stuff. I thought there was the only thing, like I said, that kind of really leapt out to me was the Bandai Capcom, which I'm interested in. Otherwise, the other stuff that came out or is coming out, or I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't have the space. We've talked about it in the past. I have some Build-A-Cades, which I like. But like the new wave toys, things like that. I'd love to get some of those. I don't really have the space, but I think if I were going to get anything, I would lean towards those than the My Arcade stuff, because it's more authentic.
Now, Glenn, just to show you I wasn't being impartial, I did call it the basic fun junk box, arcade junk box. Okay. But the poll's going. We'll check in a minute. People are putting their comments down here. But it looks like most people, I think, don't like it. But I'm going to wait to the end of the poll. Again, they had a good idea. A nice sized jukebox to go along with New Wave toys, Build-A-Cade, or even their own machines. Right?
Well, didn't Arcade 1-Up do some kind of weird mashup? I'm trying to remember what the heck it was. They did some really weird mashup too.
Well, I know. I think Numbskull, I think, is going to do a jukebox, if I remember right. And I know that
but I'm
John's
just thinking like a weird mashup. So I was going to say, didn't Arcade 1-Up when they're 3/4 scale? Didn't they do some kind of weird mashup? It was like, why did they do that? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, they're stupid. They're stupid too. They could have. I don't know.
Yeah,
they did some
really weird. If Michael B is in the chat still, he probably knows because he's more familiar with the Arcade 1-Up stuff. Or if anybody knows it, throw it out there. Because if I remember right, there was some really weird mashup that they did too, which was like, why did they do that?
My buddy Scott Sloan, who builds mini arcades and pinballs, did a beautiful jukebox. I mean, he did a fantastic job. And I would love to see this style, or even maybe go to the diners. Remember the diners? You had those jukeboxes that were on the wall.
Wall, yeah.
Yeah, something like those things would have been decent. This is just a clusterfuck. I don't care if I could lose revenue because I hit the fuck word, but this is what gets my goat, because it is such a waste of funds, time, and money and shelf space.
Little aliens called it the puke box.
Yeah, it's stupid. Why would you want to play games? It doesn't look like now Micah B, he better say he doesn't like this, because it sure as hell doesn't look like an arcade machine. He complains about things not look like arcade machines. This does not look like an arcade machine. It's a monstrosity. It's stupid.
Well, it looks like overwhelming response so far is that people don't like it.
Yeah, so 82%. We're going to keep the poll going a little bit longer, but I like a lot of things that they do, and again, I don't like the consoleized version, but it doesn't mean people don't like them. Yeah. This one is just plain stupid. It's like, throw something up. They probably said, guys, we need something that's going to be like, that has the potential to like hit it big. So no idea is too stupid. And someone really stupid threw this one out there, and guy goes, yeah, let's do it. You know how much it costs to make the molds for this stuff? How much money they just wasted to make the molds for this? Unbelievable.
Well,
That's
moving right
here,
along in CS.
read what Izzy Game put there. Put what I'm not going to read. Put what Izzy Gaming wrote there. Can you see
Which
it?
one? No.
Oh, I'll read it then. That shit's ugly as hell.
Oh, no,
Excuse my French. That shit is ugly as hell.
That's pretty good. Looks like
Maybe
a
I
baby's
should.
toy. Yeah, it does look like a baby's toy. I agree.
Maybe there should be a GRS FU jukebox, because that's, if anything deserves an FU, it's that abomination. And yes, Blue, I know what time it is, so you will get a treat, but you're going to work for it. I want you to speak.
It's like,
Here, look at, at least look at the
Video
camera.
Game Vegas said iArcade did it first, a jukebox and an arcade cabinet, and it was awesome. My arcade is just trying to piggyback off that success.
Who made one?
iArcade had a jukebox in their cabinet.
Oh, in the cabinet. Yes, and if I remember right, Stephen Haywood hated that, and I used to give him a hard time with that.
Games had an app that did that too.
Yes,
if I remember in the ALU.
And actually the Viper, the GRS Viper has a jukebox built in, and we have Cody built in. But you want more than that. You want something that actually looks the part, and this looks like nothing. Yeah. This, I would be embarrassed to give this to someone as a gift. I'd be embarrassed to give this as a gift. I really would. Even you know, so there's videos on YouTube where they have give the kids like 8, 7, 6-year-old an Atari today or a telephone, and they don't know what to do with it. Now imagine giving them this piece of garbage. Now they're really not going to know what the hell it is.
Oh my!
This is I got to stop. I'm getting on my Glenn rant, but that it just really
moving right along. There's a lot of other stuff to talk about with CES.
It really gets under my skin. So now I looked. You know, we have our own group, right? We have the Rexer, we have Gen X Grown Up, we have our people that go to these shows. But I said, you know what? Let me go, and I went to The Verge. The Verge just does a lot of different things.
Oh,
there was
Legos,
not.
Yes.
There was but that's the thing. This is the only thing I found that we'd be interested in. There was no Basic Fun. There were no gaming things really shown at all. It was just this Lego, and in fact, that's $499, $599 you can spend on a Basic Fun arcade. You could buy 5 Legos. So in that case, maybe the Basic Fun arcade was the better deal than the 5 Legos you're going to buy. But their big thing was this Lego that has like a smart chip in it.
Yeah.
So basically, all it does is really sound effects. Unless I'm mistaken, you can make it as you tilt.
Lighting and sound effects and things like that.
Yeah, and they're gonna probably charge like $100 for this whole thing. And again, you can get Andrino.
Yeah, I think the first thing coming out is it like Star Wars or something related, maybe.
I guess
maybe that's it right there. Yeah. I give them credit for doing something different, because how many years have they had the same Lego stuff? So I mean, to try something different.
I agree, but I know it's gonna be way overpriced for what it does.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. That's really weird looking for Star Wars. It's like, what the hell?
It is. It's like, okay, let's put a big shit bag on their back. And we'll play with it.
That's odd. That's strange. Yeah, I think the only thing I saw this year was interesting is like for video games in general, like everybody and their grandmother is coming out with new customizable, game pads where you could disassemble them and put this and on and mod them. I mean, of control pads, things like I saw 8-Bit Do has, I don't know if you saw it, Glenn, is it attaches to the USB-C on the bottom of your phone and it flips up. And so you can play in vertical mode. You can play retro games on your smartphone, and it looks like an old style, Game Boy, the bottom of it. So that was, I thought that was kind of interesting. So you're using like the top half of your play field on your smartphone for retro games. It'll cut it down to like a 4x3.
But they've done that before, haven't they?
No, this is the first time they've done something like this for a smartphone. It literally attaches on the bottom, it flips up.
I know I've seen that for iPhones. I've seen this for iPhones.
Maybe somebody else has done it, but 8-Bit Do is.
Oh, 8-Bit Do, yeah, no, they've definitely done it before. I've seen this for like 15 years that they've done this. Yeah, you take your phone, but you actually slide it over the case and it flips open. They get the hard controls on there.
No, this is something completely different. Let me see if I can get the picture of this.
I got a blue tree in my mouth. I just wanted to let you know I ended the poll, Glenn, just so you know. 80% people were correct and said, no, they don't want that garbage. 20% were misguided, but said they still would be interested in it. There we go. How's that sound?
I'm going to message you this right now.
Okay.
If I can do this, and you can, this is oops, if it wants to come on. There we go. This is from CES footage from IGN, I believe.
Okay, hold on. Let me get you back here.
Because I don't think they've done anything like this before.
8-bit dough, probably not. Oh, nope, losing the commercial. I'm not doing a commercial. You're gone. It'll be done in a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. So this has definitely been done. You want to make it bigger?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, let me rub it. I got to rub it. Rub in the screen.
You just rub that screen.
Rub that screen. Anyway, see how it worked? Couldn't do this, but I was able to rub the screen. Anyway, so this 100%, Glenn, I can tell you, has been done a multitude of times for a lot of people, but 8-bit dough is a good quality brand.
Yeah.
So tell us about it.
So yeah, they actually show it just plugs in the bottom and it just flips up from the back and does exactly what you're saying, you know.
All it's doing is just putting pressure points, but it's good that you can just flip it back and take a phone call.
Yeah.
That is kind of nice.
But it's kind of neat. You know, it's another new gadget from them and gives you kind of old Game Boy feel to it.
And that looks like that would work since it's USB-C, it'll probably work with and it's 8-bit dough, it'll work with Android, it'll work with,
I would imagine, with
regular
both that
phones.
and Apple, yeah.
So not bad. Did they say what it was going to cost?
No, I haven't seen a price on it yet.
Want to take a guess? You buy the controllers. What do you pay for the controllers?
I don't actually own an 8-bit dual controller, but if I had to guess, I bet you a device like that, they probably charge about $50.
I was going to say $70.
You think it's going to be more? Oh, actually, because you're using their software too, no doubt with it. Yeah, so yeah,
I'm going to say $70, at least initially.
Yeah.
But I do think like $49.99 would be the sweet point if they could do that for that type of controller. But it looks like it doesn't have a ton of buttons on it though, so.
Neither did your original Game Boy either.
No, but you can emulate a lot more on a cell phone than.
Yeah, but it looks like I think they're catering it towards old, like, you know, MAME style, like Old School or NES, or, you know, which didn't need a lot of buttons. I think that's what they're gearing it towards, especially since it's playing on, you know, in vertical mode where you have a 4:3 screen.
Well, the Rex was saying he has a video of the Pocket Taco, and he said that's basically the same thing.
Okay.
But since it does flip, and again, I know 8-bit dough makes quality stuff, but it looks like it's taking all the strength on the USB port. I'm wondering how your USB port is going to survive if that's the only spot it's taking. Yeah, I'm trying to go back to where they put it in.
Unless it clamps somehow at the bottom. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Did it go on? Did we miss it? Oh, he's pulling it. Yeah, it looks like it's just that one. Yeah, right there. Stop. I put it in. You got to put it in. I stopped it right there. Excellent. So that's my concern. Now, I know when you push it in, it's going to rest on the screen.
Yeah.
But he showed him flipping that open.
Flip it out.
You're flipping it out. You're putting a stress point on that USB-C. And that I'm not happy about. I'd rather it had a cupping mechanism, but I do understand there's different phones, different sizes. It'd be hard to do. So this to me could be.
I mean, I don't know if that's a prototype or finalized. If they were smart, they'd have something that kind of goes around the back. So, like, if you accidentally hit it, it braces it in the back.
Rex was saying that the Pocket Taco just uses Bluetooth, but this one, it says right here, USB-C. So it's going not through Bluetooth, USB-C. So maybe the Pocket Taco would be better because you're not risking damaging USB-C port playing a game. So I don't know, but it comes down to price. Maybe it's $25.
No.
But how do you feel about CES overall?
$25. I guarantee that's got to be at least 50.
Well, how do you feel about CES? I personally didn't see really anything at CES that blew my mind.
Let's bring up the link I sent you. There's some interesting things in there. Because we got like 15 minutes left unless we go over time. There's some things to scroll through which I think are kind of funny.
Okay, so there was another link aside from this one you were trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me, Glenn, there was another link aside from this link
for the show.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. And we can make that.
That was a CNET one.
That was the CNET one. They had like their best of, which as I scrolled through there were some things I'm like, would you really want to own this? It's like, you know.
Okay, well, let's see.
The first on the list
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, my stuff? Did they show my stuff?
No, on the CES list.
Jesus, how far I gotta go down?
It should be. Hang on. It was pretty close up. Oh, go down to get to the toilet.
The toilet?
Yeah, keep going.
No shit. I gotta go to the toilet?
Yeah. Should be.
Oh, this is like a robot. Wasn't this a robot?
I know they had some robots.
Yeah, meet the real box robot. That honestly looks like a Karen to me. I would not buy that because that looks like a freaking Karen. If it was a hot blonde, a brunette, a redhead, but that looks like freaking a Karen. Why do I have a Karen at my house all day long? Get out of town. No thanks. Oh,
there we go.
Okay, no
this
shit. You
toilet
weren't kidding.
sensor monitors dehydration levels. Every time you take a shit, it's going to tell you if you're dehydrated. That's what I need.
I don't need a machine to tell me I'm dehydrated. I'm trying to dehydrate. This stuff doesn't work too well with that hydrating. But what the frig? Do you feel like you drink enough?
If you feel you like to drink enough H2O but still feel hydrated at the end of the day, the toilet sensor may be for you.
No. No.
I don't know that we really need that.
No. 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 That is stupider shit than the junk box from Basic Fun. Oh no, that was My Arcade. My Arcade. So they have SwitchBot. Again, nothing here is really saying to myself, wow, there's some really cool stuff coming out.
Well, and Blue is in danger now because there's another one coming up when you scroll down a little further.
Hold on.
Blue may be replaced in the future.
Uh-oh. Sorry, buddy. Go get it. Keep going down.
Right. I think it's right after this one. Oh, one more. There we go. The robotic puppy.
Oh, what I'm not gonna. All right, hold on. We'll bring it back after the ad. I'm not going to show no ads.
And so I guess I'll read the description. Tombot tackling the challenges of aging and memory loss with Jenny, a fully robotic emotional support puppy designed for people living with dementia and Alzheimer's. I mean, I think that's fantastic, something like that. But I was watching the video for this. I'm like, wow, that's pretty wild. You know, but I'm like, I mean, I don't know how in depth what it does, but I was looking at it, I was like, I can remember my daughter having a toy like that when she was younger. I'm like, how different is this really? I mean, does it really do different things? I don't know.
Blue. Up here.
I mean, it looks more realistic than the toy she had when she was a kid.
Yeah, they say what this thing costs. But again,
no,
it's nice for Alzheimer's patients. I definitely think it's a great idea. But nothing I'm excited for because I'm going to forget about this in 5 minutes.
Because my wife always says, you don't remember shit.
Well, that's the thing. I'm going to forget about this dog in 2 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, there was not. I think what was interesting is some of the things I saw on vehicles. Like I saw, there was one that had like a fully like VR dashboard, like all screens around the entire dashboard. But again, I'm like, okay, do we really need that? And what if that shit shorts out while you're driving?
Well, a Tesla.
Gauges,
I know a Tesla, if the screen goes out, you can still drive the vehicle, and you have to press the 2 smart wheels on the side to reboot it. But again, I'm not seeing anything here where I'm going to myself, that's some cool stuff coming out of for myself next year. None of this stuff does anything good for me.
Yeah, there was nothing that really leapt out of me. There were a couple of things that were kind of interesting. Like one thing, it's like, again, I saw another thing that was making no offense, no pun intended, the buzz, just because it was different. But I'm like, why would you want this? A lollipop that plays music in your mouth.
I tell it to my girlfriend all the time.
but realistically, it's like, what? I can't. I'm
going to pay for that one, I'm sure.
Oh, sure. You better hope she's not watching this. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there were a lot of new smart devices. There was one thing that was, I think Razer has coming out, which was AI. There's a Razer headset that has cameras in it. So if you're gaming, it can actually watch what you're gaming. If you suck at the game, it can actually analyze and go look at YouTube and basically guide you on how to play the game. So there were things like that. There was also another thing that's, it's like the Halo game with like the little AI chick from Halo that you could sit on your desk. And it's kind of like,
was that Cora? Was that Cora?
Cora, yeah. There's kind of something that somebody's coming out. I think it's Razer also that's coming out that you sit on your desk. It's like an Alexa, but it's like a Cora that talks to you. So, there's a lot of AI stuff, but nothing that seems super revolutionary. Or if it had AI in, I'm like, would I really give a shit about playing that? I thought the only really interesting use of AI when you talk about gaming and cheating and stuff like that was that I read somewhere Sony's filed a patent where they're going to come out with some kind of AI that will actually analyze your gaming and play the game for you if you suck. And I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. But Nintendo sort of has a thing like that now for a while where if you suck, it'll just move you past the part you
yelled
can't
at Cole
play.
for that. He was playing his Switch. He was playing Super Mario Brothers something on the Switch. I was playing with him. And we went through a level, died 2 times, the third time. And he goes, okay, Dad, it's not a big deal. I'm like, why? We can walk through now. I'm like, what do you mean walk through? Well,
Yeah,
if you don't,
like invincibility mode.
I took that Switch out of his hand and I turned it off and I said, hell no. The whole point of playing the game is you play it until you're good enough to beat it. If you walk through, Cole, I'm going to take it away. And I did. I took it away.
Well, there's too many accessibilities. I was going through playing a game the other night. And, a lot of games nowadays, too, they'll rely on QuickTime events, to get through. And there's some things where it's like, just press one button and it'll just do the whole QuickTime event for you. Or you can just turn it on the menu where it'll just bypass. I'm like, well, what's the point of playing the game that you've paid $60, $70, $80, $90 for?
I lost. That is the equivalent of the trophy for just showing up. What is that trophy called? Everyone gets a trophy?
Yeah.
Which is the biggest bullshit. You play it until you get good enough. If you never get good at it, there's a lot of games I didn't beat. There's a lot of games I didn't beat. That's the point. Eventually, one day, maybe I will. And then I'll feel like I did something. When you have a game, you not only spent like $80 for, you pay $80 for this game, and you finish it in a day because you walk through half the levels, you got to be fucking insane.
Yep. Yeah, it's some of the things just don't make sense. I mean, now they're calling it, you load up the game and they're like, do you want to play in storytelling mode? And I'm like, no, I want to play the game as it's meant to be.
There it is. Duke Three Dog said it's a participation trophy. That pisses me off. I'm sorry. And for kids, now it's another time for another Glenn rant. Now I'm really gonna rant again. If you're not good at something, you work harder if you want to do it to get better.
Yeah.
Maybe you never get better, but you try. If you give it a trophy, don't make them feel bad. You want them to feel bad. Otherwise, you're not going to try to do better. You give them no incentive to do better.
If you're going to give them a trophy, on the trophy should say, you suck, get better.
Right. I got plenty of those. I mean, if Arcade won up and gotten those trophies, maybe they would have done better. But everyone gave them the pass. Oh, it's good enough. No. No participation.
Well, I'll say what I'm excited for in innovation is there was a lot of innovation, especially the prices are coming down in what's coming with TVs. Just, bigger sizes, cheaper prices.
Are you trying to say size matters, Glenn?
Fidelity.
Are you saying size matters?
I can't win with you today. Poor Jill. But yeah, I mean, now it's like I'm paying for part of my daughter's wedding this summer. So it's like, forget a new TV. I'm going to be waiting another year, but they're only getting bigger and better. So, I mean, by the time it comes around, I'd love to get like an 85-inch TV.
That's exactly what I want. I want an 85-inch TV that's 2 times bigger than my wall.
Quality on these things now and the AI built in them, what they're doing. I mean, it really is amazing, where they've come, the picture quality.
Green Sammy 87
to see. Yeah.
Just said it real good. It always feels good to finally succeed at something they couldn't do before, like me getting laid. When it finally happened, I felt really good about it. I'm really gonna be a doghouse after today. Me and Blue we're gonna be in a big time doghouse. Anyhow, but it's true. It's true. If you don't work harder at something, if you don't put effort into something, there's no value in it. If you just get it, and then I see kids today. They don't care. They don't value money or things because it's handed to them. We had to work for stuff. Cut lawns, do laundry, go to the store, pick up stuff. You went out on a date. Your mom says, "Oh, you got to go to the grocery store and pick up some stuff from home." Yet you had to do it.
Yeah,
I couldn't get Cole to do anything like that now. He's like, "You got a car?" That's probably you got a car.
Well, it's interesting too. And I was looking at like CNET's best of awards in the show and stuff like, and nothing really leapt out at me with that either. Again, like you were saying, there was nothing. I mean, there were a few. I thought there were. I always like looking at CES to see like the really quirky stuff that 90% of it never comes to market because I think that's fun and interesting. But there was nothing really this year that kind of leapt out at me.
No, there wasn't, and I'm hoping that'll change. Like some companies, a lot of companies don't go to CES anymore because it's very expensive to go there with very little return, and there's less people going there that are of value to them to see the product. There really is. I was actually surprised that Arcade went because it cost them a good chunk of change to have a booth there, but they did.
Yeah. If you ever had an opportunity, let's say, would you do CES?
Myself?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Like as a vendor?
No, I would not do CES. To be quite honest, my products are not for that demographic anyway. So I would get no value. Now, New York Toy Fair, maybe. And it's also closer to me. But for me, for the current product line I'm doing, it makes no sense. I mean, I have a couple licensed games like Robbie Roto, but I don't think it's going to be a big hit over at CES. But my products are designed for you to, load your own stuff on there. And that's really something that, if anything, I'd have Sony and those companies walk up to me, hey, you, hey, you, with playing our games on your thing. So I wouldn't go there. And it's not worth the expense. It's not.
Yeah. I'm going to throw another link before we run out of time in the chat, just as something I want to get your feedback on. This is another thing where it's a question. It's like, well, I don't know who would want this, but I'm curious to get your take on it.
Oh, okay. Let's pull this up. Is this it?
So let me switch my screens back. Yes. So it's a solar charger, a robotic solar charger that literally you just put your phone in there. It solar charges your phone and it just follows you around like a puppy. That's all it does.
What? So it's like a little droid. So it's solar powered.
It's like a little droid, just follows you around, but all it does is charges your phone.
Well, you know what? This thing's so stupid. I think I want it. It follows you around.
You take that before you would take the jukebox.
Oh, damn! I would take that shit toilet thing before I take the shit jukebox.
If I ever come over to your house and I find that,
you will never find that. Now this actually pretty. They're putting. It's got a 5 kilowatt battery. That's actually pretty good.
I thought you'd find it interesting because you're totally into the whole solar power thing these days.
I am.
Your house.
I am, because I'm always looking for Armageddon to happen, and I want to be kind of prepared.
So now, if Armageddon happens, you can have this follow.
Now, again, this is where they need to listen to me, because all this needs is a couple of cameras on it. So when you're not home, you can use it like a home sentry, which is kind of cool. So this is not too bad. I wonder they don't say what it costs, though.
No, a lot of these things didn't, and that's where they get you. It's like, okay, I'm interested. It's curious, but they don't tell you pricing.
But it's weird because it looks kind. If that's a phone, it looks kind of small here, but it looks larger on the side profile.
I just know that thing following me around my house would scare the shit out of my dog.
Yeah, Blue doesn't care. I got the robot vacuums. He doesn't care. I could put a dog treat on it. He'll just knock the treat off and take it.
Yeah, no. My dog is like scared. I bring the fly swatter out. My dog is scared of the friggin' one of them is. The other three are like, they don't give a shit. But the one dog's like terrified of the fly swatter.
Now let me ask.
In a former life, were you beaten with a fly swatter? I'm like, what's
Let me ask you something, only because my buddy Paraphractic is involved with this, and it's people in the chat too. Are any of you interested or have already purchased the new Commodore 64 Ultimate that Paraphractic brought back with Commodore? Did any of you guys purchase the new Commodore 64? I have not yet.
I have not.
But just want to know if anyone was interested in that. See, that to me would be more interesting at CES than anything else I saw here. Seeing like him there with his console, bringing Commodore back and doing something along those lines. Oh, so well, of course, Lillian, he got one.
I was just gonna say he's got one. Yeah.
It's a wonderful machine. So it's basic. What's cool about it is an FPGA device, but it does have 2 sockets. We could put 2 real SID chips in.
Oh wow.
So according to 8-bit, what's his name?
Not 8-bit Doe.
No, not 8-bit, but that's what's throwing me off. 8-bit guy.
No.
8-bit guy. He, I think he took one SID chip out and put it in, and there is a difference. The SID chip has more of I'm going to use it like a warm or smoother musical tone than the FPGA does. And it was kind of nice that it had in it. Look, we have Wolf and Oz coming here as well. What's up, Glenn? Wolf, always have you.
Hey.
Glad to have you here, buddy, my friend. On Blue's birthday. He's got a disk drive too. Cool. Now, I've never owned a real 64. Never owned a VIC-20. The only Commodore product I've ever owned is an Amiga 500, 2 of them, a 1200, and 2 2000s.
I'm surprised you never owned a Commodore. Wow.
During the Commodore time, I had my 99 4A at the time. And what else did I have? Then, yeah, I think it was just that. I had my 4A. I was kind of jealous of my friends had a Coco Model 1, and my cousin had a Commodore 64. I absolutely loved Maniac Mansion and Zach McCracken, if you ever played those games. 2 great games. Yeah, that's good. So all the original carts work and drives work with it. So it's kind of neat. So I know they're also making a new 500, like a full-size Amiga 500. Did you ever own one of those? Here it is. Yeah, little right there. Bam. I did not, because I do own a 1200. But it's tough, man. I have space is such a premium now. I mean, Glenn's been to my house. I have like running out of room. I would love to get it, but I would have a 1200.
Like walking into a retro museum.
And that's what I wanted. I really would like to do that. I know John Hancock was talking about that years ago, and he still hasn't done it. I would love for the town to give me a small building or a small room in a building. I would love to do a small retro museum and put my stuff in there and have them work and have kids be able to play it. I would absolutely love that, but I can't afford to, I don't have enough for a real museum. But if you had like some spot, you give me a room in the museum or an area of a museum, I'd be happy to put some stuff in there. I got my original Magnavox Odyssey, and I got the Pong. I have some pretty rare stuff to put out there. And oh shit, we're at 9:02. Hey, okay, I do have to end the show now because Rexer wanted to go live with some CES stuff. So,
Ooh,
Glenn, is there anything you want to say before we end the show?
Happy birthday, Blue, and I want to check out Rexer.
Give Blue that tip. So everyone here, listen, I appreciate you guys coming tonight. We had a lot of people joining us tonight. I'll see you guys next week on the next Kickin'it Old Skool. I'm actually going to have a guest next week. You'll believe it for surprise who that guest is going to be. Glenn, you going to be on next week? You want to come on next week?
Sure.
All right. So in the meantime, listen, remember, tell family and friends you love them. Tomorrow's never promised, especially if this doesn't work anymore. You need some friends. You need friends. But in between all those times, listen, I'll give you one more of my super chats and I'll end the show. And I'm going to tell you all to obviously game on. Let's get one more super chat in tonight.
You are a super chat star. Thank you.
Cartridges, hidden reset, 8-bit dreams, can't lose that bet. Floppy disks and arcade lights, Pac-Man, Frogger, we're playing all night. Simpsons in the background, neon in the air, 80s vibes, man, we didn't care. VHS tapes, staying up too late, Saturday cartoons, can't wait to escape. Dial-ups humming, we're hacking the code, was in upload mode. Atari, Commodore, pixels on screen. Living in the future was more than a dream. It's time to kick it old school, turn the clocks back, break the rules. and the lights. It's time to kick it old school. Turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled, you know we're kicking it old school. Grab your joystick, the game's about to start. A high-score world, now that's an art. We're cruising on hoverboards, living our dream. Old school forever, we're igniting the scene. It's time to kick it old school. Turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we're taking it back.